It's competition time.
It's competition time. It's the time you've all been waiting for. There is a t-shirt of your choice up for grabs. It's too late to enter. The competition shut at 5 p.m. today. Believe it or not, this is just a few memes and a few bits from Clown World I've farmed. But the competition was take a screenshot of the most ludicrous, ridiculous Clown World headline or news story, a nicely trimmed screenshot, PM it to me by 5 o'clock on Friday, that was earlier today, for the chance to win a t-shirt. Now, I'm going to give a little preface here. Some of these entries were unbelievable. I had to actually fact check, I would say 95% of these, because most of them I couldn't believe they were actually real news stories. And I can actually tell you, out of fact checking all of them, I only found one that was completely untrustworthy. It couldn't be corroborated. And it was like, it wasn't. What?
We got memes coming. There's multiple she sent to.
Is that Auntie?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely.
Oh. Another big Mickey one.
Oh, that.
I've seen this picture before.
Yeah. This is a recycle, but that's still good.
We'll get them out in a bit.
Get them out. Okay, so I have fact checked all of these. Every single one of these is a real headline from Clown World. Is everybody ready? Where's the clown sound?
Oh, I've gone on to Archaics.
Oh, right, okay. I'm just listening to clown sound.
You could have dropped the holographic construct.
Right, let's go. Fucking hell, that's well loud. I
turned it up for Archaics.
Right, okay. This is the first. This is the first one. This actually was sent to me. I can't remember who. By the way, if we say that you win tonight, you're going to have to email me to remind me.
This looks like an album cover for the Soviet Union.
This actually was taken from Human Vibration, funnily enough. Oh, AJ sent this to me. Can you recognise these famous faces? If not, you may have long Divok face blindness. What? Long Divok face blindness? What the fuck is that? Where's the fucking clown sound? Long Divok face blindness. You heard it here first. If you cannot recognise the faces of these famous celebrities, you may be suffering from long Divok. A study suggests researchers at Dartmouth University found the persistent prosopagnosia, also known as Pfizer face blindness, could yet be another symptom associated with the condition. Their theory is based upon the case of a woman named Annie, 28, why is she not 33, who contracted COVID Divok in March 2020. Months after clearing the initial infection, she had trouble recognizing her father's face, saying he looked like a stranger. Her case report was only published last week because the link has not been established until now. Many doctors fear cases of the condition are going undiagnosed and not being tied back to the virus. Separate. What? Right. Harvard University released a simple test that you can do yourself to help detect facial blindness using A-list celebrities.
I'm just reading about the perfect one.
You see, I put a little delay on there.
Yeah.
It comes a little bit later.
Michael.
Who was it? Someone said they couldn't recognise any of these people. I was like, you've got long Divok. Obviously, we've got Obama, Rock, Whitney. No, not Whitney.
Oprah. Yeah, Oprah.
Who's the person on the right?
I'm not sure.
I don't know who the person on the top right is either.
Yeah, no, the top right is an actor, isn't he? They're all actors.
They're all actors.
Yeah.
There's Madonna, but I don't know who the two people on the right are. It looks like it's like a Chinese Joe Biden.
Clown World, mate.
Yeah, Clown World. Anyway, Clown World Fate. This is the first entry. Next, right, two good strong entries here. So this is from February 27th, just within the window. Warning to women who have children in their early 20s, you may be at more risk of heart attack or stroke, studies claim. What? Wait a minute, isn't that the time when you're supposed to have children?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a strong entry there. A nice bit of Clown World. Next from The Guardian, experience. My dog underwent gender reassignment surgery. Molly seemed like a perfectly normal female pup at first. It was only when she started taking walks outside that we noticed unusual behaviour. What happened in those walks outside that was unusual? What is different between a dog and a bitch when they go walking outside? What's going on? Okay, so we're just getting warmed up. Next. Okay. These were sent in by two different people, so it's the same story, but there's a bit of a progression. And this is actually linked back to the banks, funnily enough. This guy is the head of Credit Suisse. No, sorry. Credit Suisse has he's the diversity champion at Credit Suisse, right? Pippa Bunce. With her shiny blonde hair, nails polished pink, and personality radiating pure vivaciousness, Pippa Bunce breaks like a ray of sunlight through the clouds that's been hanging over the Swiss bank. By the way, this is one of the banks that went down this week.
In Swabian Valley.
Yeah. It was the Swiss bank that was linked to Swabian Valley. So some days he's Philip, the banker, other days Pippa. But now female city workers are saying you can never be our woman of the year. Oh, what? So
Been rejected.
they got nominated to be woman banker of the year.
Right.
Definitely.
I'm just reading now. He likes to be called Pips.
Pips. He's got pipped to the post to be woman of the year by an actual woman. What a surprise. Who could have thought it? Proper clown world. So imagine though, wait a minute, go back. Imagine how male dominated banking is. So if you're a woman banker and the prize for woman banker of the year
goes to a dude.
this what an insult. That's proper clown world. Okay.
So straight from the Jerusalem Post,
Here's a good
of course. So sleeping less than 6 hours will decrease Britney Spears to effectiveness, study says.
Wow. I did double check on this. This is real too. I've never heard that claim before. What time is it on the clock there? It's 13 minutes past 3. No, joking. Okay. Oh no, we skipped one. No. Okay. The Daily Star. This is a top clown world headline here.
I mean, Barney's looking better. I've seen it look better.
Madonna hailed as hottest woman ever as she crawls across the floor in a corset and fishnet tights.
Please revert back to the slides earlier in the show.
But well, how old is Madonna now?
Well,
we had this conversation the other week, and no one could.
She's got to be in her 60s or 70s.
Goes,
70s.
She's like 80. No, I think she's like 68 or 69.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably got a decent supply of adrenochrome.
Mm. Okay,
so Ukraine conflict shows global climate warming change mainly affects women, says Clinton.
Mate, like that deserves all three, right? Because
that was all three.
I had to like double check this.
She's looking very masculine now.
Oh, definitely. That's why it only affects women. But when I saw this picture, I was like, what? I had to unpack it for a minute.
They're schwabbing together the Ukrainian conflict and the global climate warming change.
But how? So Hillary Clinton, Ukraine conflict shows climate change primarily affects women. Clinton joined MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski. Oh, Zabrinski's daughter. Nice. Kissinger with Michael Kissinger, with Ukrainian Ola Zelenska. Is it she related to Zelensky?
Must be.
But wait a minute, Billie Jean. Is this Michael Jackson? Michael. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said Wednesday that women and children are the primary victims of conflict and climate change, and the war in Ukraine shows us that. But what has Ukraine got to do with climate change?
Well, they're just schwabbing it all together, aren't they?
Yeah, but even in clown world, you've got some sort of like loose connection.
Do you reckon it's got something to do with like what they supply the most of the northern world with, like grain or whatever it is they do, enriched uranium?
Yeah, but is it climate change's fault? It can't be Putin's fault and climate change. It's got to be what?
Well, maybe it's Putin's fault for climate change.
Hang on.
Putin,
they're already blaming Putin on something else now, so maybe this is...
Oh, no, did you not see today the global arrest warrant for Putin?
Yeah, that's what I said to you.
Shout out to Putin.
Yeah, you did. And apparently, isn't it for child trafficking?
Well, it's actually for taking kids basically out of Ukraine and putting them to Russia without their families. That's what they reckon.
It's probably kids that he was rescuing from fucking
from clown world.
Yeah, he's rescuing them. Yeah, because Ukraine is like the capital of clown world right now.
I like his response. I don't recognise the ICC. Who are these people?
So we've got David Attenborough here. Producers feared David Attenborough would catch bird flu and die during filming.
Oh my days!
Wow.
And over on the right,
Komodo dragons.
Over on the right here, Ugly Duchess painting, maybe a man. New research finds.
That painting. Do you know that painting?
No, mate, no, I'm not familiar.
I studied art at like sort of like A level and that. That's quite a famous painting. I've seen it. I've seen it in London.
It's like the BFG.
Yeah, I mean, I remember buying a postcard of it because I just thought it was so weird. But it just seemed weird to me. I don't know why I put it there. It just jumped out at me. It was like, wow, they've just realised this might be a man after all these years. Really.
So not all ovarian cancer victims are women, says London government funded Vagina Museum.
Oh yeah, this was brilliant. That one, the Vagina Museum.
So even in the Vagina Museum, there's some idiot in there saying that like men have vaginas too. You can't. There's no space safe. Like even in the Museum of Vaginas, you still have some like total.
Yeah, because if they weren't inclusive, it's racist, isn't it?
The only way they can justify this in my head, right, is like a man's got to put up with, someone like, for example, the relationship thing. But that's it.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, if you've got say, for example, your missus has got ovarian cancer, then you've got to deal with the backlash of that as well, like looking after her and things like that. That's the only way I can think that they can ever justify that statement. Because men don't have vages, let's face it.
I've got a feeling that that's not what they're saying. Though.
Obviously not. But
That's a perfectly valid explanation when you're not in clown world. Like, well, everyone's a victim of cancer. Like, if someone gets cancer, everyone that knows them is a victim of it. But nah, not all ovarian cancer victims are women.
We've got some artwork here from Al Gore. Welcome to Clown
Oh yeah,
World.
this is your work, isn't it? I mean, you collaborated with Al Gore on this one. Welcome to Clown World. Have a nice day. So, this is quite harrowing, but this is apparently one of Matt Dazalam's messages when he was talking about releasing the new Scariant, saying we'll frighten the pants off everyone. And yeah, it's all well and good, but the harsh reality was that the result of everyone having their pants frightened off is NPCs doing stuff like this to kids who may have been permanently, psychologically damaged by Clown World. So we do need to remember that. I'm not saying we're not going to carry on laughing at Clown World, because we are, but we just have a little moment of solemnness for the actual physical effects of Clown World on like a whole generation. Oh yeah, we have
multiple generations.
Yeah, but we should never ever apologise about laughing about it, because this has helped us to survive the psychological clown slaught that's been foisted on everyone. So we should never feel bad for laughing at Clown World, but we do need to remember the actual effects on those less fortunate than us.
So we've got some more Al Gore artwork here.
What were you go back. What were you typing in to get this? You were mixing in They Live with Clown World, weren't you?
Yeah. And then because obviously I can delete them without you seeing, but I was also mixing pictures of Ulans.
What?
Into Schwab in Lards.
I wanted to get the big hair, and he wouldn't give me big hair. He was giving me like this like weird haircut. So I was like, oh, fuck this man, I know he's got big hair.
Right, so we saw that on the 13th of the 3rd, which was Monday.
Yes.
The economy, the world economy imploded. And Silicon Valley Bank went down. Look at the address.
Yeah, man.
3003.
Yeah.
On the 3rd of the 3rd.
Who would have thought? Do you reckon it was planned?
Oh, surely not. They're up to something with that Silicon Valley Bank thing, because you got to think most people who invested in that were tech people, and tech's massive. So I'm struggling to believe that they went under. And the guy who was the main man of the Silicon Valley banks has sort of said, we're not big enough to get a government bailout. You actually look at that turnover; it's huge.
Yeah, right. When did Silicon Valley stop making money? Do you know what I was thinking, right?
Schwabian Valley can probably make itself some more money.
This year, everyone was like waiting around for something to happen on the 3rd of the 3rd, apart from us doing Rajagenda 2033. Then people were waiting for the 22nd of March, because it's 322.
Yeah.
Right? But it looks like the event actually happened on the 13th of March, because there was a 3-3 there.
Yes.
I would say that this was the move. Because if this pans out the way I think it's going to, and I don't want to jinx anything, because, well, actually, I can't really jinx it. It's going to happen anyway.
Shackle, isn't it?
Well, when the Bank of America goes down, the Silicon Valley Bank goes down, and a Swiss bank goes down, and I've seen today that when I was trying to move some bits, that there's more restrictions in place. They're saying even NatWest is restricting people's crypto purchases to 5K now, because they're obviously wise. If people have got money in the bank and they see this happening, they're just going to put it all into crypto instantly.
Yeah.
So they're stopping that now. So everyone needs to be really wise about that, and they need to be sort of checking how they make their movements every day if they've got something to save from what's going to happen. If you're fortunate enough to be in that position,
The collapse.
yeah, because nothing's going to be safe in none of these old world banks. It's not going to be safe. Definitely not. Okay, more Clown World. This is still the competition, by the way. These are all entries.
So the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation just announced a 4.7 million grant for a company that sells face masks for cows.
No, I thought that's total bullshit. No way can that be real. But then I remembered, of course, Conrad, this is Clown World.
Yes.
So then,
anything is possible.
So if you get rid of the chat there, Andy
Let's
PG,
get rid of the
you'll see that climate change. Bill Gates backs Australian startup company targeting cow burps. This is back in January 24th. And then if you look to the left, Prince Charles. So now,
Lord Sausage Fingers is getting
King
involved.
Sausage Fingers.
King Sausage.
The 33rd backs face masks for cows to help save the planet.
Right.
And this is what from no, it's not methane, is it? What are they breathing out then?
Well, I thought they farted out the methane.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So what the burps? What's the burps?
Well,
doing?
it must be carbon dioxide.
CO2, yeah. So they're putting satanic masks on cows now.
Well, yeah, the Soviet Union comes to cattle.
I'm surprised they put carbon tax onto the farmers.
Carbon tax the cows. Well, they probably are. There's probably a way of recording it. Okay, so we've got some
33 hours inside an NHS National Holocaust Service.
Why 33 hours? Why not 24? Why 33? We know why. So that was a good one someone sent me. Judo instructor who hurled police officer to the ground and attacked another trying to pepper spray him as they tried to arrest him for holding free outdoor children's classes during Divot lockdown avoids jail. Yes.
He beat the Soviet Union.
Yeah, he beat them head first. Like, literally,
Judo never hurt no one apart from them.
Literally nutted them heavy. And then we've got something from the 15th of March here. These suits were made for moonwalking. What? NASA unveils new Artemis 3 gear that will be worn by the first woman to land on the lunar surface in 2025. So that's
the second Artemis article, but it's a completely different thing, but they're both about females.
What was the other one?
So there's a new footballer, a robot footballer. They're saying it's better than Messi, and Artemis stands for I think I sent you the article, mate. It stands for a robot that is something Messi in soccer. A robot that exceeds Messi in soccer. That's what Artemis stands for, right? And this robot is next level. It's got like
I did see what you sent to me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing piece of equipment. However, it's a bizarre concept, and they reckon by 2030 or 2050 they're going to have robots versus human football. So the bread and
circuses is going digital.
Indeed, they've got to keep up, haven't they?
So, a
bit of Lord Schwab.
This is, you remember I said that there was one that was sent in to me which didn't pass my fact checker test.
Yeah,
it was this one.
Right. Okay.
I couldn't find anything apart from something like News Punch reporting on this. There was nothing from Clown World Media, nothing from the WEF. I know that bestiality got legalized in, I think it was it Italy or Spain? It's one of those countries. It recently got legalized, but I couldn't see anything about the WF. So whoever sent this in, unlucky, sorry, disqualified.
So we won't even read it.
Yeah. I just checked this live on the set from World War 33. Someone pointed out, like, look at the level of the cameras around him. Look at these cameras here.
That's like Wachowski brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like literally a Matrix room. They could beam him anywhere. Look at his T-shirt as well. It's fucking Star Wars Dark Side. Dude,
I think. Do you know what, Matt? This is the outfit he wore when. I wonder if that's a green screen exposure, because like in one of his videos where he's in the war, he's with his fellow men in the war. He's wearing that outfit.
So do you reckon they just AI'd him in?
It wouldn't fucking surprise me.
What, you saying they AI'd his Star Wars T-shirt on as well? Because he usually just has like the standard issue, like Primark olive green combat hoodie.
Yeah.
Hey, Primark's gone Wu-Tang, mate.
What do you mean Primark's gone Wu-Tang?
Primark has got Wu-Tang clobber in it at the moment.
Fuck off.
I'm not even fucking
What,
kidding
proper licensed Wu-Tang
you.
stuff?
I believe so. And NBA shit.
Wow. I have to go down Primark and get some Wu wear. So yeah, World War 33 rages on live from the most sophisticated green screen studio ever. Okay, look at this peasant.
I had my Tesco's club card.
man.
This guy
Schwab
is
code on my-
the top peasant in clan world this
Yeah.
week.
Did I send you this one as well?
Many people sent this
Yeah.
one to me.
It's unreal. He goes, it works.
So he oh my god, look at the way he spelt no regrets on his arm. Look.
Oh, this is really old.
No, mate,
I've seen this years
I'm
ago.
being funny. He didn't spell it wrong. The fucking tattoo artist did.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, well, apparently it is old. He had his club card QR code tattooed on his arm, but he's now also considering getting his Nectar card permanently inked on him too. Although he only collected £18 worth of points. Is this old then? Have you seen this before?
No, I've seen the bottom image.
Oh, right,
It's
this
quite
one.
new. It's quite new, this story, but I reckon he had done it a while ago. He's made 18 quid, for fuck's sake.
He could have at least fixed the hole in his t-shirt instead of getting that
He's a
tattoo.
scaffolder.
He's a peasant, mate.
Oh, it's peasant, yeah, right. Okay. So we've got some really strong entries here. Padma Lakshmi. Nobody wants to talk about their vagina, but I was so angry. What? Rishi Sunak, sorry. His indoor home swimming pool uses so much power that the whole Yorkshire Village power grid needed to be upgraded.
Of course, peasants, come on.
It costed the PM tens of thousands of pounds as the public battle crippling energy bills. Wow. Slumdog Millionaire. Imagine how fat his pool is.
Oh, yeah.
I bet he's got like an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Of course he has.
No, I reckon it'd be nice and cosy for all of his mates to sit in there with him.
Oh, yeah. But well, you probably got like one of those like Hugh Hefner lairs as well.
Oh, this is the robo thing.
Oh, these are Omer's entries.
I'm reading this middle
Oh,
one.
right, entries,
Archaeologists
obviously.
believe they've discovered the
Yeah.
tomb of Santa
This is-
Claus.
Oh, that's
this is
well good.
Quality, this one is.
Let me full screen that shit.
This is in Turkey, right? So that, like, he's been believed to be found years ago somewhere else. I can't think. And there was an argument, and then now they've dug up this tomb. And I reckon probably ever since those earthquakes that happened in Turkey. But they've been doing some work there, and they discovered this tomb. It's in unique, pristine condition, and it's definitely Santa Claus's grave. But now Santa Claus should be regarded as a ghost because they found his grave.
Right.
Obviously,
But Santa Claus isn't Saint Nicholas, though, is
well,
it?
this is what they're trying to claim. This is clown world. Don't forget.
So dumb.
So we've got the solution to long distance relationship.
Yeah. So I talked about there's a lot of robo
Oh my
tech.
god.
A
So then
virtual
you've
kissing
had
machine.
The robot footballer, and now you've got a robo kiss, and then you've got robo skin on the right hand side there.
So, right, let's break this down. The remote kissing device has been created by a group of university students in China for people in long distance relationships. Wow.
Fuck it, is it?
The 3D silicone gadget has mouth-shaped module and is triggered through a kiss, which is then transferred to the mouth on the other side. It mimics the movements, temperature, and pressure of the kiss using sensors and links to phones via Bluetooth and an app.
This will be huge in those cams.
Oh my god, I can see how people can abuse this already.
Exactly, mate.
Fucking hell. Image. The device mimics the movement, temperature, and pressure of the kiss using sensors. The device was created by a group of university students.
I guarantee there'll be a blowy version of that soon enough.
Mate, of course, there is already one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Someone has already broken it.
So we've got scientists develop electronic skin that allows
this is the
robots to
interesting
feel.
one. So in that robot footballer, he's got like special muscles which make him. So instead of being rigid, they are flexible, like ours, and like an animal's. They're based upon an animal one, and the skin is now based upon human skin. So that's very close to having the proper organic meat suit for a robot. So not only are they doing the transhuman, they're doing the trans robot.
So it's not so you can touch the robot and it feels like a human. It's so the robot can feel you.
So it knows how to feel, yeah.
Wow.
And
So it learns how
amongst
to
other
feel.
things as well. But yeah, that's
Because if you think about it, in traditional science fiction movies and the views of the future, when they talked about the androids and they showed the androids and in those movies, and there are loads of them, I won't talk about one in particular, they always are like, well, the humans, we made the androids and they were too like humans. So then we made them less like humans because people didn't like it. So the thought was they would always have like skin so that to us, it would feel like skin. But now when it's actually happening, it's the other way around.
it's fucking crazy.
They're creating the skin so that the robot can feel you.
Yeah, so the robot
touching
can
the
feel.
robot.
Yeah,
So it's actually for the robot.
They use the term so the robot can feel, and I think about the emotional side behind that as well. So once they start to learn how to feel, and then the AI kicks in with it.
Yeah, so it's not like look, feel this robot. It feels well lifelike. It's like, here, feel this meat suit. We've made some skin so you can touch it. feel this squidgy meat suit. We've made you a silicone membrane so you can interact with the meat suit.
Wow.
And a little picture of a girl with the robot, man, just to make it cute and shit. That's crazy.
Someone just said in the comments, $6 million mangina. Who's that? User unknown. Welcome to Rise Above.
So rare cancer causes US man to suddenly develop an Irish-sounding accent.
Right, and a little while ago, it's actually in this article, there was a woman who suddenly started talking like Mary Poppins. Do you know what? Well, that's a perfect one, because do you know why he started talking? Because he had prostate cancer. So you can imagine why he suddenly started talking Irish. He had fingers up his ass.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. MRI of lesions of this patient's brain consistent with an intracranial metastatic disease, a rare form of prostate cancer, caused a man in his 50s to suddenly speak with an accent that sounded remarkably like an Irish brogue. Is that the word? Brogue?
Don't know, mate.
Brogue,
yeah.
It's clown world.
Wow, it's very good.
Right, that's enough of that. So women in Berlin allowed to go topless in swimming pools, says state government.
Yeah, this is an interesting article, because in any pool now, like, for example,
oh shit, we haven't got the screen up.
the thing is like I don't see it in the great scheme of things, right? Women getting it's natural, isn't it? However, that's not the world that these children grow up in. So then there's two sides of the argument.
Because usually in European countries, it's like, I don't know, some European countries it's like actually illegal for women to go topless, and then some countries it's allowed. It's kind of weird. Now they're saying they could do it in like a public swimming pool indoors. Yeah.
And I think that Germany is like the land of the early porn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's an interesting move. I don't really know why they've decided to whack it in the news as well, because it's in quite a lot of different places. This news was. It's obviously big news in Germany.
It's in reaction to the complaint of the ombudsman involvement in the case.
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, because obviously men can have their tops off, but why can't women? That's the basis of it.
So it's like I doubt any women have like lobbied to, I want to go topless in the local swimming baths. It's probably just like some stupid SJW, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's got to be the same for everyone.
Put this alongside the children being exposed to the trans dancers and all that,
Oh, great, yeah.
And you got them. I don't know. I think they're sex like they're bringing
that is the Schwab show. Yeah, that is the Schwab show. Yeah, well, it leaves exactly 25 minutes for Godvag.
Yeah, of course.
Perfectly timed.
So we need to decide what was the craziest headline. So let's have a little flick back through. Because someone's got to win a T-shirt here, and whoever wins, they've got to remind me, because I won't remember all of these. Who sent me all of these?
Ask the chat room. See what they're thinking.
Yeah, anyone in the chat room, put a double hashtag if you think if one of those headlines really stood out, and we'll just go through them again.
There was a fair few there.
There was quite a few. Where did we start? We started like
a bit further on.
Here. Okay. So that was more of an interesting story, right? So my dog underwent gender reassignment surgery. Women in their early 20s are at more risk of a heart attack or stroke if they have a kid. Sleeping less than 6 hours will decrease the Britney effectiveness. Madonna is the hottest woman ever as she crawls across the floor in corset. Oh, this is a strong.
This is a strong candidate. Yeah,
I think the dog one's pretty strong.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's put the first one on the table as one of our contenders. Is Ukraine conflict shows climate change mainly affects women, says Clinton. I'm going to put that on the table. What's the dog one?
The one at the start, the dog gender reassignment.
Dog and gender reassignment. Okay, we'll pick one more for the shortlist. And what else is really crazy here?
There's another one. Next one.
Other way, Lance.
What up?
No.
This way. Yeah. David Attenborough was going to die from bird flu.
This one there? No, there's another one.
Not only women can get ovarian cancer.
That's pretty ludicrous, to be fair, isn't it?
That is quite ludicrous. I mean, the whole 303 Silicon Valley story. What's everyone saying?
Oh, the cow burps, I reckon that's up there as well. Fucking blood eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
right.
masks for cows.
I would say it's got to be between masks for cows and Ukraine climate change.
I'm voting Hillary.
Okay, right. Those are the two choices. It's either Bill Gates, masks for cows, or Hillary Clinton, Ukraine.
Tell you what,
Right.
get a picture of old fucking Biden up. He looks a lot like Hillary Clinton in that picture.
Who?
Biden. Look at the face. It's looking a lot like Biden. Now.
You're right. It does look a lot like Biden.
And a little bit like what's
Right.
his face.
So Hillary or Gates? Hillary or Gates, please. In the comment section, let me see. Who have we got? Cow masks, Hillary, Clinton.
Another one. Andrew Bill says Hillary.
Yeah, I think this is complete clown world news, that isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Just because it's nonsense, mate.
Okay, we've got
Click
two. That's 2 votes for Gates. Oh no, Hillary's won it.
Yeah, Hillary is.
Okay, it's official. The winner of the stupidest, most ridiculous clown world headline this week, and I think it should be a weekly competition. We'll keep this
for
going
sure.
every week. Ukraine conflict shows climate change mainly affects women, says Hillary Clinton. It's a real news headline, and whoever sent this to me, I will go through my inbox to try and find out. But you've won a free T-shirt of your choice from the website.
Yeah, email the show.
Email me, but whoever sent this was in my Facebook inbox anyway. So you can, if you've seen the show, send me a message. I will go back. Yeah, everyone's voting Hillary. We only had 2 votes for Bill Gates.